Okay, so my
Mhm.
question is, what makes you work? What is, and do you have advice? Like, what makes you work? And if you had some wisdom that you'd like to share with other couples.
I mean, I think it's a lot of things, right? We laugh a lot. That helps. We have the same sense of humor. And then I think for me is trying not to respond in the moment. Like my initial reaction to things isn't necessarily what I really think or feel. It's just an instant reaction.
Hmm.
And so I don't know if it would be patience or just taking time, but trying not to react in that moment. Because I feel like when we react in that moment, we do more hurt than is needed.
Right.
And like I have a great example this week. What day is it? Today's Friday. So that was Thursday. So Wednesday at noon, Daniel comes to me and told me he had lost his wedding ring. And I was obviously upset.
Hmm.
But I just kind of didn't respond because it was like my emotions and my feelings they're mine, and I'm not going to fix anything by dumping those on him. It's like, okay, I need to take time. And then he went to work and he works nights. So then yesterday I was able to, after I'd had my own emotions, be like, the fact that you lost your wedding ring makes me sad. And then we were able to talk about it. And then I hadn't actually tried looking for it yet. So I was like, okay, let me try looking for it. And then I found it because, we are very he loses things and I find it. Like, that's how it works. Even if it was
Hey.
sitting right there, he couldn't find it. So I ended up finding it. So it worked out. But again, it was just like, I'm really glad I didn't, like, I really wanted to scream and yell and be like, what does this mean to you? Like, obviously, in the moment, it's like, obviously our marriage means nothing. It's like, that's not true at all. And our marriage isn't connected to this object. It's just, a sentimental object. But in that moment, that's all I could think. And so being able to take a step back and really figure out what that is before I start accusing him or whatever else. Like, I think those are patience and
Yeah, patience and just taking a deep breath and going, okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
do that a lot. So we got married the summer of 2016. In June. January 2017, the cabin we were living in, the roof collapsed.
Okay.
And we had to move. Like, it collapsed at 12:30 in the morning, and the next day we had to move. And my husband does not like change whatsoever. Like, our roof had collapsed, and he's like, "Well, we don't have to move everything." I'm like, "No, we do actually."
Yeah.
And we spent 2 years. We moved 4 times. We bought property and we built a house ourselves in those 2 years after only having been married for 6 months. And
Wow.
so, and all of, like, those are the same things. It's like, you got to have patience and take a step back because, it's like having space for the other person to be who they are and let it go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing.